How's everyone doing tonight? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Everything coming in clearly? I have the audio feedback in my ear too, so I'm just checking some stuff. Y'all can hear everything? Everything cool? Oh, the studio, hold on. Right now, it's saying that I got like a pretty low bit rate or whatever. I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. We gonna do what we gotta do. I'm send out the notification, so everybody gets it. So yeah, I can hear you. Maybe turn down the music a little bit. Hear you loud and clear. Cool. Alright. Just wanted to make sure the music wasn't too loud. Okay. Alright. I'm excited. You can probably guess why I'm excited. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. Real quick, I want to see if there's like a delay on this. Like, everybody, type 1 real quick. Yo, Javier 3388, what's up? What's up? Just type 1 real quick. I want to see if there's a delay. Just waiting for the guys to get in, or to get not get in here, but get the noti. Send it to the group chat. That's all it is. I think I'm also gonna bring my mic out a little bit, like right here, so it's like directly by my mouth. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. It's sorta delayed, but it's all good. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so real quick, elephant. Let's get the elephant out the room. We hit 2,000 subscribers. Everybody clap it up in the chat. 2,000 subscribers. That's not a measly number. To someone on the outside looking in, 2,000 subscribers may not be that much, but that's a lot. That's a lot to me, considering I just started doing this shit for like a year exactly now. I just hit a year. And I have another channel that I've been posting on. Yep. I see the class in the chat. I see him. But considering that I've been doing this for 2-ish years on my main channel, where I tried the anime reaction thing, I kind of stopped watching anime as a whole, so that didn't work out. But yeah, Wax and Parrotfish, what's good? Welcome. Right now we're just yapping a little bit before we get into the actual nitty gritty, into the fun stuff. That's all we're doing right now. We're just yapping a little bit. Congrats, bro, for getting to 2K. Appreciate that. Thank you. Lightning versus lightning. Ka-chow. Okay. Okay. Hello, lightning versus lightning. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Also, you said absolutely epic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. You know why I haven't been uploading? College. College. College is why I haven't been uploading. I'm doing coding. I hate coding. It's a pain. It's a pain. I hate coding with a passion. I'm not gonna. I hate coding real bad. I hate it. He said, "Heard you're starting to work with Lytro on his vids." Yep. I was gonna segue into that. I was gonna segue into that. Right now, like, cause this is like a yap session. I have to start with the shit that no one cares about, and then like work down to the bottom, like where the stuff people actually want to hear. I was gonna segue into that. It's a joke to a different fandom I like to make. Okay. Feel there, man. College was time consuming. Oh yeah. College was right now. Yeah, that's why I haven't uploaded in 2 months. Like, how's that going, by the way? It's going pretty good. I mean, wait. Are you talking about college or working with Lytro? What are we talking about here? Because if we're talking about college, like I said, I hate college right now. I despise going to college with every fiber in me. I hate going to college. I have to drive there every morning too. I hate that. But if you're talking about work with Lacho, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's cool right now. It's cool. But yeah, school is why I haven't uploaded in 2 months. I'm going to pull up my channel real quick on a different tab. How's your day going? My day is going pretty good. How about you, bro? How's your day going? I just went to class today. Woke up at like 7 a.m. Had to drive in the rain. That sucked. That sucked real hard. Driving out in the rain. It was actually pouring outside all day today. Yep. So, let me show this real quick. Hold on. Here we go like this. And then here we go like that. Or let's go like this. Yeah, so now you can see, obviously I haven't posted in 2 months. And like I said, the reason for that is because of school. You can see my finger, school, and work. Work is another big reason. Big reason. Not bad, been a long day though. Glad to see you got 2K. Appreciate that, bro. Glad you're having a good day so far. Appreciate you for being here for the 2K special. I don't know if I'm gonna save this VOD or whatever. I might not. I might save it. I don't know yet. Yeah, work. Work is another reason why I haven't been able to really just sit down and edit my videos, or sit down and just produce videos. Not editing isn't really a problem. It's just sit down, do voice lines, do all, like, my the video process that I do. It's pretty tedious. It's tedious. So work was one of the reasons why I couldn't do that. School is another reason. And you said, oh, what job do I work? I push carts. I push carts at a grocery store here, just a local grocery store here in my city. Need on the 2K being reached to 3K? Absolutely, bro. You know it. Appreciate that. But yeah, I push carts at the local grocery store here in town. Uh, yeah, it's a Sam's Club. I don't know why I'm trying to like gatekeep or hide it or be weird about it. It's Sam's Club here in town. That's literally what it is. But yeah, work, school. Here, let me go like this so you can see. Work, school, and now that I've kind of started doing this thing with Lytro where I'm editing his videos, him and Savage. That's also kind of threw a spanner in the works. Not that I don't appreciate it, of course. Like, I'm glad to be working with them. Both really cool people from what I've seen so far. I've spoken with both of them. Cool people, you know. I've texted both of them. Cool people. I'm glad I accepted the opportunity and stuff like that. They hit me up and it was cool. But you said Shabam, okay. Just on your Lightning McQueen type beat, okay. But yeah, cool people. Nothing against them. I'm actually glad to be working with them, like I said. But it's also kind of another thing why I haven't been able to focus on my videos is because I'm editing for them. Have you been recognized in public yet? No. What? No. Why? What? No, no, no. I haven't. No, I don't. I'm not that big yet. I'm not that big. Recognized in public is absurd. That's crazy. Nah, I haven't been recognized in public. But some, I'm not gonna say like I'm recognized, but what's good, Tron? What's good, Dom? First thing you wanna come in and type is exclamation, dude. Okay, okay. That's what we're doing, eh? Okay. So you want to come into the stream, and the first thing you felt like doing was trolling. Okay, why am I not surprised? Yo, where are the other guys at? Where are the other guys at? Get them in here. Hold on. Also, I'm trying to look for some like a playlist. Obviously, because YouTube doesn't play about their copyright. They don't. They actually don't play around. So I can't. I can't play anything with lyrics. I have to make sure. This is way too loud. If I got recognized in public, I'd die of social anxiety. Really? Are you like a real are you like an introvert? Are you an introvert? I feel like I'm pretty introverted too. I'm not really the type to just go out and start conversations with people that I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah. Even forgot to mention. You see the sub count right there. You see it. It's like we're locked in now. It's official. 2,000 subscribers. We're here because of y'all. That's why we're here right now. 2,000. Like I said in the community post. I'm just thankful, and we're only gonna go up from here. Also, I wanted to talk about like branching out a little bit. Like that's something that's sensitive. You said what was your favorite theory that you have worked on? Right now, it's for sure. I mean, because I've only worked on 3 technically. It's the Gabe one. The Gabe what if was my first what if, and it's definitely some of my worst writings because I didn't really understand yet like the concept of a what if, I guess. Do people want to see AI voices in your what ifs? You should do a poll to vote. Don't see. That's what I was thinking too. I was just gonna add actually like you're the first to hear this. You guys are being the first to hear this right now. I was gonna add the AI voices in the next what if, and just ask what people thought in the comments, like if they liked it or not. Cause the software I use, it's a subscription. I have to pay like $5 a month. So I was just gonna throw it in the video and just ask people in the comments if they liked it. That's what I was gonna do. Also, I have some other stuff cooking up, but yeah, back to I got sidetracked from your question. I've only done 3 what ifs so far. The Gabe what if, which is my first one, the Duck what if, which is my second one, and the Jane what if, which is my third. And only one of those are complete, which is the Gabe one. The Jane and Duck what if are still ongoing right now. So out of those, I like the Jane. I think I like the Jane one, but I also like where I'm taking the story of the Duck what if. But I like the beginning more of the Jane what if that I've did. The Gabe videos are great. I think my favorites were your Duck. Appreciate that. I think, yeah, like I said, I like where I'm taking the narrative of the Duck what if series, but I like how I started the Jane what if series better. I think the writing was better. So, like I said, my Gabe one, there's a reason why I haven't turned that Gabe what if into like a movie. I haven't like made a compilation and turned it into movies because the writing is pretty bad. The writing that I did was pretty bad. You said your what ifs are honestly some of my favorite of The Walking Dead Telltale. They're very detailed, and yet I can see them happening realistically while being interesting, which I love. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. He said, "What if me and Ellie kissed? Let me know." Isaac. Okay, bro. All right. Anyways, yeah. I appreciate that lightning versus lightning. Like, hey, I don't know if I said this also like on video or on stream because I stream on Twitch. I'm also gonna show my Twitch because this is a thing that's amongst at least my community. Every time I plug the Twitch, no one goes to watch it. I've seen there's a few names that I know that go to Twitch, like 2 Cents. I've seen you over on the Twitch, real one. Obviously, Zane tunes into the Twitch, real one. I don't know if he's in here. W Stream, appreciate that, Lytro. Appreciate that, bro. So we got Lytro in the room. Absolutely, absolutely. We're just here chilling because we hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm just here talking with the people. But yeah, back to what I was saying. The reason why I'm even streaming this on YouTube and not Twitch is because every time I plug my Twitch, no one goes to watch it except for a select, like 3 or 4. So you said awesome idea, by the way. I'd love to hear the AI voices of all my favorite characters. As for branching out, go for it. Honestly, it can help you grow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing that on the main channel because right now my main channel is literally just a museum of old anime reactions. And like I said, I haven't really watched anime in like 4 5 months. It's been a while. The last show that I watched was Death Note. It was a rewatch. I've already seen the show before, so like everything that I was watching was been put on hiatus. Like shows like One Piece, My Hero, what else? Jujutsu Kaisen. I've never finished or never caught up to any of those shows that I was watching at the time. But you said I don't really use Twitch like ever. Yeah. That's the thing. So that's why like every time I plug the Twitch in my community tab or wherever, no one ever like clicks on it. No one ever comes to watch except like a select few people. Like I said, like I'd be seeing 2 Cents in there for sure. I've seen Zane in there for sure, and I think those are the only ones I could think of right now that I know are from YouTube that clicked on to the Twitch. But I'm bringing my Twitch back. I do want to continue stream on Twitch because um yeah, I want to do a marathon. Whenever that new Life is Strange game comes out, the double exposure, I want to sit down in one sitting and play both 2 chapters because I pre-ordered it. The Ultimate Edition that you get 2 weeks early, it's like $80 or something like that. Said unless Doki Doki Literature Club counts, I never really watched or played anything anime related. Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that, And anime isn't for everyone, so. Did you get the AI voice for Teenage Duck? Yes, I did. I did. But right now I'm just playing around with voice lines, and I'm also kind of like polishing it because it sounds a little weird. So I want to make sure it sounds like authentic before I showcase it in a video or put it in a what if, like I said, or like in its own separate showcase. That's what I meant, like how I did the last video. Cause I have other voices that I've replicated already, and it sounds great. Those will definitely be in videos, 100%. Those will definitely be in videos. He said, how do you avoid getting overwhelmed in your stories? Any advice? I've written some of my own. What if Larry survived? What if Abraham from the TV show? I think the best way to do it is to take your time. Like, and really, you don't want to force the writing. You just let the story come to you. That's also why like the Doug series is taking really long to like finish like single seasons because or episodes because I don't just sit and write a script from start to finish. Like if I can't think of anything, I just won't write. I'll just stop and leave it for some other time. So you really, whenever it comes to you, that's when you just start going. Or at least for me, at least I don't like write physically. I use my phone. I on Google Docs on my phone. That's how I keep my up with my scripts. So I can be driving to McDonald's and I suddenly think of something that I can include in the story, I'll put that in the script. I can be going to a car wash. I'll think of something that's interesting. I'll put that in the script. So that's really how it works. Favorite Walking Dead game characters? Uh, are we doing like a top five list? If we're doing that in no order, I'd say Kenny is definitely up there. Obviously, like the GOAT, he's in my profile picture for a reason. I don't even have to mention the GOAT, you know? Clementine, obviously. AJ, obviously. And a sleeper pick, I'm going to say Luke. I would say Javier. I like Javier, but Luke is. I feel like Luke is a sleeper pick. People would say Javier. I like Javier too, but I feel like not a lot of people talk about Luke anymore. At least that's what I think. I've been doing total drama what ifs on AO3. That's basically how it. Yeah. What are some future what ifs you would like to do? Uh, right now, I actually have some saved in my notes because off the top of my head, I'm probably not gonna know with all the stuff that be going on in my brain. Yeah, so in my notes, I have what if Luke survived. There you go. That's one that I definitely want to cover. 100%. I want to do what if Luke survived sometime down the line. But that's a thing too. I don't want to stack too many series on at the same time. I want to like finish certain scenarios before I start to introduce new ones. Like right now I have two. I'm just gonna stick with the two until I finish one of them, and then I'll bring in a new scenario to replace that. That's what I'm gonna do. You said yes, sir, Luke. Thank you. Yeah. 100%. Luke is the one I think I was actually been thinking about doing Luke. I was going to do Luke before I did the what if Duck was never bitten, but I wanted to start with one that was in season one. I think that's why I wanted to do a what if that started in season one and could continue on until the end of the game. Because Luke is obviously season two, so that's why I did the Duck one first. And Jane is season two as well, so yeah. Once I probably will do what if Luke after I'm done with what if Jane, because those are both season two characters. Said maybe this might just be my opinion, but I like your voiceovers on the characters instead of the AI voices. You add more emotions to the characters. You think so? I saw that comment too. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think my voiceovers are really bad. That's another reason why I want to do the AI voices, because obviously it sounds so close to the actors and the game characters. And like I said, yeah, I just think my voiceovers are bad. I didn't know people would even like it. So you said, what are your least favorite Walking Dead characters? Give me Arvo for number one. Uh, give me Eleanor number two. Give me Badger number three. Who would I say for number four and five? I'm trying to think. Season one. I don't really hate Larry as much as people say, so I'm not even gonna say Larry. I thought the screen time Larry had, he was hilarious. I laughed every time Larry was on screen. I'm trying to think. Season two. Bonnie, yeah, Bonnie for sure. Bonnie number four. Give me Bonnie. Uh, and for is there anyone from season four, the final season? Season four had all great characters, so I don't wanna. Give me Joan, I guess. Joan. You said Kate. You don't like Kate? 2 cents? What? I like Kate. I like Kate. She's definitely not on the list for least favorite. Absolutely not. What? You said, well, Walking Dead characters? Yeah. I just said the list. Yeah. I said, did you get to explain about part six with Duck? Yeah. So pretty much also why, like, I have the script for part six ready, but right now, if I was to sit down, record everything from start to finish and edit it, I don't have a thumbnail because my Photoshop stopped working. Pretty sure I explained this on the Twitch. This is why y'all need to follow. This is why y'all need to follow, bro. On Twitch, we're going to be doing a lot of cool things on Twitch. Like I said, Life is Strange Double Exposure. Because I bought the Ultimate Edition, it's coming in October 15th. The game actually it releases on the 29th, but because I got the Ultimate Edition, I get to play it 2 weeks early, which is scummy, by the way. Scummy as hell from Square Enix. I'm not gonna lie, paying $80 to play a story game 2 weeks early, nah. Square Enix, they're foul. They're foul for doing that to their devoted, loyal fan base. They knew exactly what they were doing. I didn't get that game 2 weeks early for the cat content or the outfits that they were trying to advertise and push out to no. Everyone got the game 2 weeks early because they don't want to be spoiled. That's why I got it too. I'm not trying to scroll on my YouTube and see a bunch of people playing the game. No, I'm playing it on the release. I'm playing it 2 weeks early or whatever. That's what I meant. You said Larry, underrated character. Honestly, sure, he was pretty rude overall, but I think he added too much emotion in season one. Yeah. Larry, there's a lot of scenes and dynamics that just the story wouldn't be the same if Larry wasn't there. 100%, 100%. You said I personally just feel like she was all over the place. You're talking about Kate? True. She was kind of wishy-washy, so I can get why someone wouldn't like her character. 1 minute she wants to leave Richmond because she doesn't trust David. David is dangerous, yada yada. But the next minute she wants to save Richmond because she blew a hole in the wall, yada yada. So I can understand why someone doesn't like Kate. But like I said, I like her. I think she's a caring mother, even though obviously she's not their mother, but she's a caring mother figure to Gabe and Mariana. So that's why I like Kate. She's definitely more caring than David was, at least. And I like David. Don't get me wrong. I like David, but yeah. You said, personally, I dislike the stranger. He's just really falls flat for me. Yeah. The stranger, he just doesn't have enough background. But sometimes, I guess that's it's good to lead. I think that they wanted him to be ominous, so that's why they didn't give him background. They didn't give him a bunch of background. They wanted him to be ominous. So I think that was the whole intention. I think. You said, "Are you gonna do anything for Wolf Among Us?" Yes. I'm glad you asked. Actually, for Wolf Among Us, I was going to do that on my Twitch. I was actually going to decorate my room, maybe get I don't know, snow themed blinds, or I have blinds. I just put blankets over my curtains because the sun still gets in too much, and I'm an owl. I like my room to be pitch black, darkness when I'm sleeping. So that's why I have blankets over my curtains. But I'm gonna have curtains. I'm going to buy the trench coat that Big B wears. What else? I was going to put something on the carpet, decorate the carpet with fake snow. I was going to do extravagant. I was gonna do the most for the Wolf Among Us. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever it comes out, yeah, I'm playing the whole game start to finish. Like I said with Life is Strange, except I'm gonna dress up and everything. I'm doing all of that. You said yeah, definitely better than David. Yep. Opinions on Conrad. Also, what kind of content can be expected on the Twitch? Okay, Conrad. I feel like Conrad is hated by a lot of people in the fandom because of that one scene where he takes Clem hostage and threatens to shoot her if you don't comply and turn her in or whatever to the New Frontier. Like I said, and I will always say this. I don't know why I'm saying like I said, you heard this before. I always say this. Javi, at this point in time, doesn't know Clementine, But we do as the player. Even with that knowledge, I just think that the rational thing in that scenario is to turn her in. Because, it's not like they weren't going to kill her if you sent her back to the New Frontier. They're not going to kill her. But I think Conrad is an interesting character, but he gets too much hate because of that scene. That's a quick sentence of what I think about him. I like Conrad. every single time I replay that scene where you have to choose to shoot him or give up Clem, I will give up Clem, no hesitation. Every single time I don't shoot him. But yeah. You said, to be honest, kind of like Larry for just entertainment, but I still help Kenny kill him. Oh yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. I liked Larry too. I thought, like I said, he was a funny guy, but whenever it comes to siding with Kenny, you know, Kenny's my dog. Like, I'm gonna kill Larry every single time. That's not even. We don't even have to talk about that. You said Conrad just should have been written better. If I'm being honest, yeah, 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 100%, 100%. I just felt he also didn't have enough screen time. He didn't have enough screen time. Like that whole uh siege part in that episode where Conrad said he's gonna sit this one out if you choose to save him. I don't know why. I think the writers didn't know what to do with him at that point, so they had him sit out. It's kind of weird. I feel like they could have done something with him. We could have got more on his character in that moment. But yeah, Telltale, I don't know. They didn't know what to do with him at certain points for sure. He said, I'm currently in a dark room covered in my blanket, so I relate. You talking about, yeah, how I like my room black. Yeah, right now, obviously, like, the room is full of light and stuff, but whenever I'm sleeping, I turn every single light, block every corner that's letting in a single ray of sunshine. Like, that's how I like to sleep. You said Conrad is the only character I liked in The Walking Dead New Frontier, if I'm being honest. Really? There's a whole cast of characters and you only like Conrad? What about Trip? Trip is a real one. He forgives you no matter what. That's why I like Trip over Ava. But again, Ava didn't. Ava, you know, that's David's lieutenant. So obviously she's gonna ride for him and not Javi. But I get it. He became the Nick of season 3, basically. Pretty much. Pretty much. Like they had no direction to take him. So yeah, either you kill him or you keep him alive, and he still doesn't do much. Like even until the end of the game when he's reading that book, like he doesn't do much. She said, "What cut content from The Walking Dead would you have wanted to see?" Uh, I don't know a lot of cut content, but one that there's two actually. One was the cut Kenny death scene. Even though I don't believe Kenny at all would ever, you know, end his own life. I don't think he'd ever off himself like that because you know that goes against his character. But I feel like it would have been interesting to see if you left him at the end of season 2 after he kills Jane. It would have been interesting to see that. Like I said, obviously it doesn't go along with his character, but I think it would have been interesting to see. And the nightmare sequence with Lee in season 1. I just found this actually. I just found this like 2 or some weeks ago. Apparently whoever you don't save between Carly and Doug, there's like a scene where they're like talking to Lee in his head, or he's like dreaming, or he's like hallucinating, or I forgot how it went, but they're like saying like, oh yeah, you think you're a hero, you can't save anyone, that little girl you have, she's gonna die. That I saw a video on that and that was really interesting. I'm kind of mad they left that out. He said I didn't really like the New Frontier. I don't hate it like with other stuff. I just didn't care about them. And Clementine in particular feels kind of off to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was just, but at the same time, I think she was just acting like weird or whatever because, you know, she had already lost like everyone that cared about her at the time. So she was real like emo and real emotional or whatever. Like that. I think that was the whole point. And she was like yeah, yeah, that was like the whole point. She was like she had already lost everyone, so she was trying not to feel that pain anymore, so she was trying to push people away, that stuff. I think I covered this. I covered this little segment right now that we're talking about in the What If Jane Survived Part 1 video. You said that scene should have been kept in. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So how would you rank the seasons from best to worst? Okay, number 1 is season 1. Number 2 is season 4, aka the final season, is number 2, second best. Third best is season 3. My least favorite season is season 2. Weird, right? Because I said Luke is one of my favorite characters, even though I put season 3 or A New Frontier above season 2 because even though I like Luke, the whole cast, that cabin group was so underwhelming. They could have done so much more. And what made season 2 worst was what they did with the 400 days characters. That in itself is enough to put season 2 at the bottom for me. Agree with that ranking wholeheartedly. Yeah, the puberty joke was funny, I'll admit. Yeah, that too. That But yeah, what they did with the 400 days characters to season 2 in itself is why I can put it at the bottom of the list. But like I said, I love all the games, but if I'm going to put one at the bottom, it's season 3. I mean season 2. I'm playing A New Frontier before I'm playing season 2. If I had to choose which one to replay, I'm replaying season 3 over season 2. 100%. But yeah. Yeah. That's how I would go about it. I'm trying to like reanalyze. I said season 1 is first, season 4 second, New Frontiers third, season 2 is last. Yeah. The potential of season 2 is just done dirty. Yeah, so many opportunities that they just crumpled it up and threw it away. That's literally what they did. Literally, that's why I'm looking forward 2 cents to the what if Lee joined the 400 days group or whatever, because I want to see. I want to see the take. I want to see your take on it, because it was so, like, it was such a waste what they did with the characters, and you never see them again after the season 2. You see them at 400 days. They make little cameo appearances where each one of them says a single line in season 2, and that's it. You don't see the 400 days. Goodbye. They're gone forever. It's so, I don't know. It's so like wasted. It's really wasted. You said yeah, they really ruined season 2. Suggs had so much potential, and honestly you could replace the cabin group with the 400 days group, and the story is really, yeah. I've actually seen something that said similar in a subreddit or something like that, where having the 400 days group replace the cabin group would have been more interesting. Yeah, you said I hope you like it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it for sure, for sure. Francis, you joining? Okay. So are you and Dom just taking turns? Like, what's going on? Dom said the same thing and he left. Like, what's going on, y'all? I'm also gonna play some tunes while we talk a little bit. Oh yeah. And also, I just real quick in chat, who else is playing the Life is Strange game when it comes out? This is where he said, honestly, it would have been cool to see some of the 400 Days cast in the background at Richmond. Yeah. I think that actually might have been my Reddit post. Really? It might have been. I don't know. I saw the Reddit post a while ago, so it might have been yours. I don't know. I actually don't know. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. Is anyone in chat playing Life is Strange game? Who else in chat is playing it? I'm curious. Play some unreleased Dax. I'm not playing Dax, Francis. Like, get out of here. Like, please leave. Please leave if you finna tell me to play. I'm not playing that shit. I'm not. Right here, dude. Love Life is Strange. Yep. So I went on a whole rant a bit ago how the story would have been so much better. Yeah. Also, like, one thing I'm curious about the Life is Strange is, like, where is Chloe? I feel like that's what the whole fan base is wondering too. Where's Chloe? Where is she? Like, are they intentionally hiding her from us? Do they want it to be a surprise? Because like I said, I'm streaming Life is Strange Double Exposure on Twitch, because I think my Twitch has less latency issues and stuff like that, and the chat delay is way shorter. That's why you guys need to follow the Twitch. I'm gonna keep plugging the Twitch, because I want to have y'all over on Twitch so we can talk with no latency, no delay problems. I've never played it, but I need to. You've never played Life is Strange 2 cents, really? Wow. Nah, you need to play it. It's a great, great franchise, great stories. I was actually thinking about replaying it, but I don't think I want to replay the entire series. Like I like Life is Strange. I like Life is Strange, but Walking Dead is still The Walking Dead is still number. I can replay the entire Walking Dead series tomorrow or tonight, but I don't know. Life is Strange. I like Life is Strange, but not as much as I like The Walking Dead. But yeah. Said weirdly enough, I didn't care for season one of Life is Strange. Love season two. My issues that the time travel mechanic makes me feel like choices don't have consequences. Yeah, because they don't have consequences. Like no matter what you choose in the first game, season one, you only get the same two choices at the end of the game: sacrifice Chloe or sacrifice the Bay. So all those itty bitty choices you make in between the game don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. That's why I like Life is Strange 2 better, because the choices actually deviate. There's more, like your choices have more consequences pretty much. That's why I like season 2 better. People just don't like Sean. The fandom at least. That's what I mean. The fandom, they just don't like Sean. They hate on Life is Strange 2 as a collective. Cuz this one YouTuber that posts Life is Strange content, she does like, I don't know, actually I don't know the gender. Let me not assume the gender, but they do like polls and stuff like that. And every single time Life is Strange 2 is in the poll, you have that group of people that are just ragging. They're just ragging on the game, just saying all kinds of bad shit about the game. Like I said, I like season 2. Actually is probably my favorite. Life is Strange season 2 with Sean and Daniel, then season 1 with Max and Chloe, and then season or not season True Colors with Alex. Didn't expect a fellow Life is Strange 2 fan that loved that whole story. Absolutely. And because like it's a story about brothers and stuff, fleeing the country and stuff. Like, yeah, and I have a younger brother, so it's the most relatable story to me. That's why another reason why I really like season 2. It's the most relatable to me because I also have a younger brother. So let me get some tunes playing, like I said, so I'm not just sitting in the dead silence. And I'm also getting kind of hot in here. And oh yeah. I was also later I was going to play a game. All these games I haven't played before. I have Undertale, which is one. Batman Arkham Asylum, which I streamed months ago. I wasn't even streaming at my house. That stream was not at my house. I'm at my house right now. I'm home. Batman Arkham Asylum, Undertale, or what was the other one? Uh, I don't even know. I think it was between Batman and Undertale. But yeah. I've never played Undertale, and I heard Undertale is a good game, like really fun game. It's like choices. You can kind of make choices in Undertale too, like where you choose to kill people or you want to spare people. That's what I've heard. I played the whole Walking Dead series many different times, making different choices and dialogues. Oh yeah, me too. Like I've lost count how many times I played the Walking Dead games, like all together. Probably I'm sitting around 8 or 7 times total. I've played the series, all of the games to combine, like 8 or 7 times. I played the shit out of the games. I played them on my Xbox before I even got a whole computer set up like this. I played them on my older brother's PlayStation, and obviously I played them on my computer whenever I got my computer. So Undertale is actually very amazing, is it? Okay. I've heard good things about Undertale. I've heard good things about it. I have. But like I said, it's one of those games though. Even though I have heard good things, it's like not a lot of people talk about Undertale. I remember I was talking about it on Twitch, that how not a lot of people talk about Undertale, and I thought it won like Game of the Year or something like that. I was completely wrong. It was something else. Oh yeah. Another, I could actually get that Nocturnals game, I played the demo of Nocturnals on my Twitch. Again, follow the Twitch, yo. Like, do me a solid and follow the Twitch. Like, we played the demo of Nocturnals on my Twitch, and I saw that the full game is out, so I might get that. I don't know yet, though. You said it's definitely hard to get into. Undertale you're talking about? I see. I mean, it looks interesting to me. Like all I care for is a good story. I don't care what the graphics look like. I just like a good story. Off topic, what was your opinion on the Drake versus Kendrick beef? Oh my gosh. Drake got fried by Kendrick. That's my opinion. I like Drake, but after that beef, after that diss track battle, I I couldn't publicly say I'm a Drake fan anymore because it was getting too bad. It was getting too bad out here. It was getting way too bad out here. It was bad, man. Like, if you said that you were a Drake fan, you would get cooked. You would get cooked outside. So, all right. Have you been convinced? I'll download Twitch. I'll see you there. Good. Let's go. I converted one. That's what I like to hear. This is America speaking. I like to hear that. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna keep plugging the Twitch because I got big plans for the Twitch. I'm going to be playing a ton of games, and I'm going to be uploading that gameplay from my Twitch to my main account, which is just Ellie the Plug, not Ellie the Plug 2. Let me hold on. Let me actually look up the channel, my main one. I was also going to react to do some reactions on the Twitch. That's why you guys need to follow, bro. Y'all have to follow the Twitch. Y'all have to follow, bro. I was going to react to the entirety of season 5 Walking Dead, the AMC, the show, on my Twitch and cut it up and put it on my main channel. I made the thumbnail and everything on my phone. But I was going to do that. I just haven't had the time to because I know it's 16 or some episodes. Each episode is close to an hour. You said, I wanted to play Minecraft Story Mode, but they removed it. Only bought episode 2. You know, I was actually thinking of playing Minecraft Story Mode like 3 days ago. And I found a YouTube tutorial that allows you to play Story Mode on PC. It's like a CD file or an ISO file or whatever. So you can play the entirety of Season 1. What's your least favorite thing from each season of the games? Are we talking about Walking Dead? Because if we're talking about Walking Dead, Season 1, what was my least favorite thing in Season 1? I think my least favorite thing about Season 1 was, even though I like Kenny, was how easy Kenny was to just flip-flop. Like, how one decision can destroy your entire relationship with Kenny. That's what irritated me. Because I think the first time I played Season 1, I actually really liked Kenny. And I was being a meat rider. I was agreeing with everything bro was saying. I didn't disagree with him like one time. And the second time I had played the game, I remember I disagreed with him once. And he just hated me for the rest of the game. I'm like, oh, this, like, what? That's the one thing I hated about Season 1. Season 2, we already talked about it. What they did with 400 Days characters, this is actually trash. It's actually pitiful what they did with the 400 Days characters. And the Cabin Group, a bunch of just, it's mid. Cabin Group characters are mid. Rebecca, she's mid. Alvin, mid. Pete is mid. Nick is mid. Only person that's not mid in the Cabin Group, no meat riding, no glazing, is Luke. That's just me being completely honest. So we don't have to talk about Carlos and Sarah, like they were both, you know. Kenny was too stubborn. Absolutely. That's why I was genuinely confused the first time or the second time I had played, and I had disagreed with Kenny once. He just hated me for the rest of the season. I was like, "Dude, you can't be serious. Like, why? Why?" That's honestly what I thought. I was like, "Why?" He said, "Minecraft story mode is epic. I bought it recently. You need to look for the complete edition if you want a physical copy." Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I saw a tutorial on how to get the first season, but you can't get the second season anywhere. At least from where I looked everywhere. I couldn't find the second season anywhere. So I don't know. I tried finding it. I didn't see anything. I only have the Series S for Xbox. I think that's what my Xbox is too. The Series S is the white one, right? I think the Series S is the white one. That's what I have. I haven't touched my Xbox in like 7 months. That's actually it's actually bad. Let me look at Xbox Series S. I think Lee's voice actor is in Minecraft story mode. Yeah, he is. He is. What's his name? Dave Fenoy. Dave Fenoy is Gabriel. Gabriel in Minecraft story mode. Why did I just look up Gabriel? What the fuck? Gabriel Minecraft story mode. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right here. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. Gabriel was. What's his name? This is. Yeah. See. This was Lee's voice actor right here. You can see it right here too. Dave Fenoy played Gabriel. Uh, you said making the 400 days cast take the place of the cabin group. Probably the most interesting thing. Showing back. Yeah, 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 yeah. I would much watch or play with Shell and Becca over Carlos and Sarah. I would definitely like also would have got like I would have gotten to know Carlos and not Carlos. What am I talking about? I would have much preferred to get to know Shell and Becca's characters over Carlos and Sarah. But yeah, you said yes. Lee's in Minecraft story mode. He plays as Gabriel. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know if there's any other actors that were in the Walking Dead games that are in Minecraft story mode, but I know for sure, yeah, like we said, Dave Fenoy is Lee and also is Gabriel. I don't I don't think there's any other actors. But I know what's her name? Ashley Johnson, Ellie's voice actor, is also Petra in Minecraft Story Mode, which is crazy as shit. Like I didn't, I looked that up like a couple months ago. I found that out a couple months ago. He said he does all his roles so well. Absolutely love him. Nah, facts. Dave Fenoy is a 10 out of 10 voice actor. He's great. Everything he does. Theory. Ezekiel is based on Dave Fenoy since he was created after season 1 Walking Dead game. You think so? Hmm. I don't. I don't know. You could be on. You could be onto something. You know why I don't know? Because I'm only in season 5. Like I said, because if we're talking about the Walking Dead show, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Ezekiel. I know Ezekiel's in the Walking Dead show. I'm only in season 5, the Terminus arc with the cannibals, with Joe and not Joe. I mean Gareth. That Joe's with the Claimers. But let me real quick. I want to show something actually. Uh, the Walking Dead show. I actually like, cause like I said, right now I'm in season 5. This entire time, I started watching the show like I'd say September of 2023. So exactly a year ago, I started watching this show, and I have actually recorded reaction videos starting from season 1, episode 3, all the way up to the season 4 finale. Because I haven't started, like I said, I haven't started season 5 yet. I wanted to do that on Twitch. I wanted to start watching season 5 with some of my subscribers who also I have either already seen the show and want to rewatch it with me, or for some reason you've never seen the show and you're just playing the games. You're like me then. Said Scott Porter plays Luke from The Walking Dead and Lucas. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's a good catch. Good catch. I'll see, cause I like Lucas too. I like Lucas's character. I wouldn't have never. I never would have even put two and two together that Lucas and wait, Lucas and Luke. What the? Hold on. Lucas and Luke. Yo, He said, I believe that Mark should have replaced Glenn in episode 1. That way we'd have more time to get to know his character before his death. But then, what would happen if Glenn? Glenn would just be introduced in season 2 and die, or not season 2, in episode 2, and die at the hands of the St. John's. Because then what's gonna happen in the comics with Maggie and all of that? He said apparently a tiger was introduced early on in The Walking Dead season 2, but was scrapped, and then not too long after Robert Kirkman introduced characters. Oh, wait, why? Wait, I've seen something with a tiger on like a YouTube post or something. I've seen that. I think I've seen that. If I'm not tripping, I think I have. I've definitely seen it. It's like where the tiger came out of nowhere and attacked the whoever. What season is that? It's not in what I've seen because I've watched up to season 4. I haven't seen no tiger attack a random or whatever. It's probably whenever Ezekiel is introduced. I know who Ezekiel is. It's the what's it called? Dude with the black leather trench coat or whatever, the long dreads, gray hair, long gray dreads. I know that's who he is. The tiger was supposed to basically kill out the season 2 cast one by one until it was just what? Hey, there's a rare achievement in story mode where you have to be an asshole to Lucas. I think I've seen a YouTube video on that too. It's like where, like if he's saying that, like he wants to leave and you can just tell him to like get the hell out of here and stuff. I've seen that. I've watched all kinds of alternate choice videos for Minecraft Story Mode. I was into that game heavy, but I also like recently, like a couple months ago, because I had just replayed Minecraft Story Mode using an emulator like 5 or 6 months ago or something like that. I just replayed it. Said, yeah, that's his pet tiger who first appeared in the comics but was adapted for the show in season 7. Yeah, it was in season 7. That's where it happened. Let me show this real quick. Let me just show y'all what I got. Look at all this right here. Look at this. This is me reacting to season 4. Season 4 of the show. Great, well, like I said, great watches. Great show as a whole. I literally, and these are samples for the AI voices if you're wondering, if you're confused. These are the samples I had to take for the AI voices. Look at this. This is the most recent. Whenever, oh my. Also, can I ask something real quick? Whenever Joe and the claimers, he said, "Oh, you've got to upload these, man." You think so? I was thinking about condensing them into like season long compilations. Like I would condense season 1 into a compilation and upload it. Condense season 2, upload it, season 3, and so on and so forth. I just didn't think that anyone would want to see it because like these have been sitting in my files for like 7 months. Like I've had these for super long. Like it's just that the show is so good, I can't not record myself. Like I have to capture it for the history books. Like it may sound weird, but I have to capture myself watching the show for me to go and look back on it later. Like, damn, this show was good. That's the only reason why. You said, who's your favorite character in the Walking Dead show? Okay, Rick, Daryl, Shane, Carl. Right now. I'll watch them all the way through. Hey, if y'all really want to see it, I'll condense these down and obviously clip out the fluff and stuff. Like you see, I was enjoying myself. This show was this was the peak season.
I admire that.
Why is she telling him
Your own
this?
lack of insight.
Nah, Governor is peak villain. Let me just say that real quick. Governor, I don't know about Negan yet, right? Because I'm not at that point. But Governor is peak Walking Dead villain. Is Governor. I love the Governor. I love how psychotic he is. Pause. I don't care to actually no pause. Take that out as you will. Take it any context you want. Governor is a great villain. I love his character. I love the Governor. I love how psychotic he is. This was like whenever I was enjoying myself the most. Season I think what is it? Season 4. Yeah, this is when. I hope. By the way, to Shane fan, epic, great villain. Yeah. We love Shane over here. Even though, where is the season 2? I hope this isn't copyright, by the way, just for us like looking like skimming through these episodes, because we're not playing the full thing. Where is the season 2 ending? Where is it? Look at this. Oh yeah. I know this is. I know. Yeah, this right here. I just like do my. I always like at the end of an episode, I'll pretty much speak and like give my thoughts or whatever.
I know what I'm talking about, you know.
Okay. I give my thoughts at the end of the episodes, pretty much. That's what this is. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where Shane killed her, or where Rick killed Shane? Where is it? I know it's season 2 finale. Am I mistaken? Thoughts on Galaxy Gas? Not to be ignorant or anything, but what is Galaxy Gas? And he said that's the Walking Dead. Guess what? I don't ever think this villain sucks. Yeah. They do villains excellent. They nail the villains. They make sure they nail the villains. I'm trying to see where my reaction to where. Look at how invested I am. This is exactly why I'm so glad that I recorded these, because look at how invested. I think, by the way, in this reaction, it's like 3 in the morning. It's like 3 in the morning, and I think I don't know. I think I had school. I definitely had class in the morning, but it's like 3 a.m. when I'm watching this. Look at how invested I am. You can also hear my loud ass fan. I fixed that problem like later on.
He had every reason to be true.
Exactly. Kid, when you have your own kid. Nah, this is great. This is great. If I honestly, you said Shane dies end of episode 12. Okay. Just recently got my boyfriend to watch the show after years of him saying no. He finally agreed. We're now on season 8. How are you liking it? Or how is he liking it at least? Because obviously I'm not that far in yet. It said season episode 12. Was it? I'm trying to see. 47 minutes. Is it right here? Maybe? This is whenever he said that. Yeah, this is after they left. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I sit here and start looking at these reaction videos that I did or whatever a couple months ago, we'll be here until 11 p.m. It's 9 right now. Like oh yeah, here it is. Look at YouTube. Don't copyright me for this. We're watching myself. You know. Wow. Nah. This is great show.
He's not doing it.
This is so fire. I'm not gonna lie. This is so fire. He said he loves to avoid spoilers, but just say he loves the governor as a villain and swears he's the best villain he's ever seen in any media. I'm confused. I've watched up to season 5. Or I've watched up to the end of season 4. I haven't started season 5. Oh, wait, you're talking about your boyfriend. I'm dumb as hell. You're talking about your boyfriend. I'm like, what? I thought you were talking about me. Oh, you're saying he loves to avoid spoilers, but I'll just say he loves the governor as a villain. It's crazy. Yeah, governor is peak villain, dude. The governor is peak villain. Great villain he is. Like, come on.
You gotta off him, Rick. You got to.
Look at this. I think I almost yelled. I almost yelled out loud. It's like 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. as I'm watching this right here. This past Ellie. It's 3 a.m. Nah. Nah, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is like the greatest show I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Greatest show. That's the greatest show I've ever seen. I even said it in one of the videos. Like I said again, if people want to see my reactions, I will condense these into like little season worth compilations. Like a montage. That's what I meant. I'll condense them into like little montages per season and upload it that way. And then once I start season 5, like, cause I'm watching season 5 on my Twitch, like I said. I think it was Lytro who did What If Shane Killed Rick. Love it. Haven't finished it yet though. Yeah. He has a What If Shane Killed Rick. Obviously, like I've watched up to a specific point because I don't want to get spoiled. I was watching it too. I've seen it, but to avoid spoilers, I had to stop until I had got past that specific part in the story or in the show or whatever. But yeah, Walking Dead, AMC, that's like top 3 greatest shows I've ever watched and greatest media I've ever consumed in my life. Is actually fire. It's so fire. And Elytro actually told me that once I am done or whatever, or I'm at a specific point in The Walking Dead, that I should try Breaking Bad. He said the good things about Breaking Bad. Actually, I'm interested. I want to definitely give it a look because I know only a little bit about Walter White, and it's because everyone knows who Walter White is. Like, if you don't know who Walter White is, like, come on, like do your homework. You don't have to be a Breaking Bad fan to know who Walter White is or Heisenberg or whatever. Like, come on. But what was I? Yeah. Let me show. This is where I was going to post them. Right here. On this channel right here. You said you were just watching Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. See, this is pretty much the first channel I started. It's just all it's old anime reactions. Like I said, I don't watch anime or much nowadays. Like I had uploaded a video to the Sparking Zero. This was before we even got the name. I'm pretty sure. I just saw the trailer was out and I just instantly reacted to it. Yeah, all these Attack on Titan, One Piece, Death Note. Look at me in my nerdy glasses. Holy shit. Thank God I got contacts. You said it's great. Yeah, I bet. From what people say, everyone that I've known that watched Breaking Bad has only said good things about it. He said, "What's your least favorite season of The Walking Dead show so far?" Haven't seen Breaking Bad yet. Heard good things about it though. Least favorite season? I don't know. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was also good because you have Herschel in the infinite ammo shotgun. Like that's iconic. You can't fault that. Season 3. What did season 3 even? The way I remember all of this is by the finale. What happened in the season 3 finale? Was it the governor or was it what? It might be season 3. No. Cause season 3 was the governor. Yeah. Season 3 was. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Season 3 was when Andrea died. No spoilers, by the way. If you're in chat and you haven't seen The Walking Dead, spoilers. Z, what's good? What's good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what we talking about? Right now, someone in chat just asked me what is my least favorite season of The Walking Dead. Up until now, I've only seen up till the end of season 4. I haven't started season 5 yet. So I'm trying to think, like, based off what I can remember. The ending of season 1 was solid with uh the CDC and Dr. Jenner or whatever. Again, Herschel's farm burning to a crisp and him and the infinite ammo shotgun and stuff. That's iconic. The ending of season 3 was probably the weakest one. I'm not gonna lie. And season 4 ending was fire with everyone gathering at Terminus after Gareth throws them all in the truck or whatever. I haven't started season 5 though, so I don't know what comes after that. But yeah, for sure. I want to watch season 5 soon. 100%. I think now that I've sat here and talked about it, I think the my least favorite season right now is season 3. Season 3. That's not to say it's bad, but it's right now it's my least favorite because I like season 1 because of the introduction. It's the introduction to the show. Season 2, all that stuff with Shane, like I can't put it anywhere below number 2, like that or number 3. It has to be top 3. Season 2 is top 3. Same with uh season 4 right now with the whole thing with governor attacking the prison and then everyone going to Terminus, all that. I think that was in season 3. I'm pretty sure. So what do you think Larry and Lily would be like if they showed up in season 1 of the show? Um, you're talking about if Larry and Lily showed up in season 1 of the AMC version? Is that what you're talking about? Because right off the bat, if that's what we're talking about, Larry wouldn't get along with anyone. He'd probably beef with Shane. He'd probably have make smart comments towards Ed, maybe. Him and Ed. I'd like to see Larry and Ed throw hands. That would be fun to watch. Oh, and Telltale. So wait. Oh, so what if season 1 group swapped with season 2 group in Telltale? Uh, then season 1 would just be a whole lot more boring. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I'm dumbing it down into one sentence, yeah, the season 2 cast, the cabin group characters aren't anywhere near as interesting as the season 1 cast. 100%. He said watching Shane slowly lose it was crazy. Glad that he didn't get his comic book fate in the AMC version. Yeah. I mean, I actually read a little bit of the comics up until I think I'm in the Governor arc in the comics. I just started the Governor arc in the comics, but I haven't read an issue of the comics in like 2 months. But whenever I was reading it, that's where I left off at, right? Whenever we're introduced to the governor. But yeah, Shane, his death in the comics was weak, super weak compared to what we see in the show. The show did it way better, in my opinion, 100%. You said the Walking Dead show and game era are not connected. Yeah, I know the game is connected with the comics. I know that. I know the show isn't connected with the game. He said what if Kenny wasn't in season 2? Um then we probably might not get AJ being born because no one else would probably know how to successfully deliver a baby unless you really want to like extend your belief and just think they somehow know how to give birth or how to deliver a child, because that's what I did in Jane season what if Jane survived. I just stretched my imagination a little bit for the plot, because realistically if Kenny wasn't there I don't think they would know what to do in terms of giving. Yeah, you said AJ's cooked. I think so too. He's fried. Yeah, Luke doesn't know what he's doing. Jane obviously doesn't know what she's doing. Bonnie, Mike, yeah, AJ is cooked. AJ's cooked. I'm not gonna lie, he's fried. But yeah, I just had to extend my belief or extend my, my imagination for the plot. He said Kenny having the baby experience came in clutch. Oh yeah, 100%. Cause that kid would have been. I don't want to say what he would have been, but he would have been, not alive. He would have been not alive if it wasn't for Kenny. He really was clutch. But let me see something real quick. How long have we been? I'm getting really hot. I think, and I'm also kind of hungry. I have a bag of chips next to me. Like I want to react to like the thing, but I know that I can't because YouTube is so strict when it comes to shows and what you watch. They're so strict. So what do you think would happen if Sarah was shot and eaten instead of Carlos? Probably Carlos would obviously be upset first off that his daughter just got ate up. Um, he probably maybe would have helped with Rebecca delivering AJ instead of Kenny. Even though like I, along with the rest of the fandom, question Carlos as a doctor because he couldn't tell the difference between a dog bite and a walker bite. So I really question him. A lot of people actually question him. I know I'm not the only one, but yeah, he would probably help Rebecca give birth to AJ. That's definitely one that would stick. I'm pretty sure. To get that fan going, dude. Reacting not worth the risk. Yeah. Facts. Probably will kick the fan on, but yeah, YouTube. That's why I'm gonna do all that on the Twitch. Like I have the thumbnail ready and stuff, but I just can't do it on here because YouTube will definitely flag and strike this video to hell if I was to do it on here. That's why we're doing it on the Twitch. That's why you guys need to also follow the Twitch because you don't want to miss whenever we're watching stuff. Like, what else? Um, what else is coming out? Cobra Kai. Anyone, real quick. Anyone in chat, watch Cobra Kai. I'll sit here and wait. I'll genuinely sit here and wait. Does anyone in chat watch Cobra Kai? Said, what if Lee died in the drugstore and Larry knocked him out? Probably Clem would go with Kenny and his family, most likely. She would be taken in by them. You haven't watched the recent season? Talking about season 6. Nah, Cobra Kai, bro. The way Cobra Kai's been getting dragged through the mud is so crazy. Like, I don't know who was the first to start the Let's Clown Cobra Kai trend, but it's taken over my For You page. It's taken over my YouTube Shorts feed. That's all I see is people clowning the show. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. You said Carlos has his moments for sure, but he was able to patch up Kenny with minimal supplies. Doubt Carver was very Yeah. That's why I for sure think if Carlos survived the escape from house instead of Sarah, he would definitely play a role in helping Rebecca give birth to the baby, 100%. And probably would also just be a doctor for everyone. Whenever Luke got shot in the Russian shootout with Arvo and his goons, and Luke got patched up, he'd probably do that, help Luke patch up Luke's leg, which could probably save him, to be honest. If Luke getting properly patched up by Carlos probably could have saved him. He would also patch up Kenny's eye instead of Clementine, that too. So, he said where Shade's at? I don't know, dude. I don't know. You said if they ever do a Walking Dead Telltale season 5, they should continue Clint's story. It should be new characters, live story. Yeah. That's why do you think people hate the comics so much? It's because it didn't need to happen. They could have continued the Walking Dead legacy with a different character. They were better off doing AJ, Javier. They didn't have to continue Clem's story. Where it ended was where it should have stopped. But it was a pointless continuation. Random black guy, what's good? Welcome. Congrats on 2K. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, for real. You know, right now I'm just talking with the people and stuff. You know, we're just chilling. Cause I've been gone for 2 months. Like I owe it. I owe it to them. I really do owe it. I need to sit down here and just talk with them. But yeah, you said you have. You said you've never heard of it or them. Are you talking about Cobra Kai? Really? Nah, you need to watch Cobra Kai. Have you watched any Karate Kid movies actually? With the original cast? Cause the Karate Kid movies are great. I love the Karate Kid movies, 100%. And I think I just watched the Karate Kid movie, the trilogy, obviously the first 3 movies, for the first time, like 3-ish years ago. Yeah, 3-ish years ago. It said, what if Larry didn't die? Then Lily probably wouldn't shoot and kill Carly/Doug. Cause she what else? Which means obviously they're alive. If Larry's alive, that probably means that, you know, we're gonna have him at least, I'd assume, until season 2-ish. But with his heart condition, he probably realistically would die of natural causes pretty soon. What if Lee was trans? Bro, stop trolling me, bro. Stop trolling me. Yeah, you say you haven't watched any Karate Kid movies. You need to watch the Karate Kid movies. It's actually really good. Underrated trilogy. Underrated. And Cobra Kai, like, my favorite villain for sure comes from the 3rd movie. So you should definitely watch the trilogy and then get into Cobra Kai. I think Larry would probably die during the bandit raid, either from a heart attack or getting shot. Agreed. Like, I don't think he would make it at all to like season 3 or 4. At most, if he's super lucky, he'd probably last up until season 2 episode 1-ish, or season 2 episode, yeah, that's what the most I'd give him, season 2 episode 1, because that heart condition is a real handicap, literally. You said, what if the police car didn't crash? Then Lee would probably go to prison, obviously, in which the prison he was heading to was the one where Rick and them were at, so he'd probably he'd probably end up with Oscar, who else? Axel, and what was the other dude? I forgot. But he would end up with the comic prison group, stay with them probably. Rick, obviously, and his people would come in there, which means Lee meets Rick. Yeah. That's pretty much a short. Oops, my camera just fell. That's pretty much a shortened version for how I'd say it. Said, I think Arvo told about the wooden house across the frozen lake because he knew it wouldn't fall in and he was expecting Kenny to fall in and die. Yeah. That whole thing with Arvo, I feel it was definitely revenge. It was 100% revenge. You'll see how I incorporate it too in my story. I just tipped my cam over and I had it perfectly set up, and now I'm like ruining it. I'm like screwing with it even more. There, that'll have to do. He said maybe it would be player's choice between saving Katja and Duck or saving Larry during the bandit raid. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe that could happen too, where they make you decide. So Clem is cooked, or Sean will find her if she leaves. True. She'll probably either starve to death, or just dumb luck would get found by Sean. But realistically, she'd probably starve to death in the treehouse. I don't know why Mike was glazing Arvo so much. Me neither. Me neither. Like, you just met the kid, and you care more about this random than you do about your own group members that you've been trekking and running around with for who knows how long at that point. Like, I don't know. That's why another reason why I don't like Mike. I don't like his character. It's so backwards. It doesn't make any sense. What is the worst character from each season in your opinion from the games? Final season worst character is probably, it's gonna be hard to pick because final season had really good characters, so it's probably gonna be hard for me to decide. I don't know. Probably Minerva from final season. Season 3, definitely Joan. Yeah, it's between actually Joan or Eleanor in season 3, New Frontier. Season 2 is definitely between Mike or who are we kidding? It's Arvo. I was about to say Mike, Bonnie, and Arvo. It's Arvo, hands down. Season 1, the worst character is probably I don't know, cause I like none of the motel group members are bad. I'd say it's probably the stranger is the worst character, only because we don't know much about him. We didn't get enough info on him. We didn't get enough background. Yo, Artoy 29 Productions, what's good? Welcome. You know, this 2K sub special, just chilling with the viewers. You know, haven't been live or uploaded for 2 months, so I owe it to y'all. We're just chilling right now, having a good time. Let me see some real quick. Said, what if Ben? Why did I just say Ben's name like that? What if Ben didn't trade with the bandits? Duck wouldn't get bit, which return means Katja wouldn't shoot herself, which means Kenny's family would survive, which means he wouldn't lose his mind. Also, that whole conflict of Lily shooting Carly / Doug because of the suspicion would have happened because the trade never happened. So a lot of people, long story short, a lot of people survived. It would have saved a bunch of the group members. So they said, same. Arvo's group tries to kill Clem's group, and when Arvo's goons are gone, the man starts glazing him like, bro, he literally held your group at gunpoint. Literally, like, I don't know. Maybe Mike is Russian. Who knows? Maybe he knows how to speak Russian or some shit. Because the way he was glazing and meat riding Arvo, you would think like he knew him or something. It's weird. Said, I think if Ben didn't trade with the bandits would have just came in and wiped everyone out. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. That's also a valid point. They probably would have just came back anyway and just cleared the place. They were not to be like fucked with at all. They stood on business. Said, what if the season 1 group took over the dairy? I mean, they've killed the old owners, killed the fence and whatnot. Why not move in? I'm trying to think how would they? Wait, how would it like be fixed again? Because like whenever they leave, it's overrun by walkers. So unless they go in and just wipe out every walker on that plot of land, I mean, sure, they'd just have to find a way to keep the generator working or the fence sustained with power. I mean, it could work, but realistically, it probably wouldn't. You said, I think they still would have the bandit issue if they took the dairy. Oh, yeah, that too. The bandits would probably attack the dairy. They would probably attack. They knew where the dairy was. They literally shot Mark in the shoulder or whatever. He shot him through the shoulder. Said the walkers overran the place. Yeah, that's what I said. Said, what if Clem didn't exist? Basically leaves Clem's house, but she's dead. Then he probably, whenever leaving her house, and would stumble upon her dead body, would probably leave either way, either at night or during the day, and would be found by Sean and Chet, or Sean and the officer Andre or whatever. That's what I assume, at least. Regardless, I think the story would still go on without Clem. That's what I'm saying. The story would still go on without Clem, with Lee ending up at Herschel's farm. Everything else pretty much plays out the same. What if Lee was in Mortal Kombat? You see, so his ultimate move would probably be him getting a gun and shooting, you know. But because there's other characters that shoot guns in Mortal Kombat, like Johnny Cage and stuff like that, he would just tank the bullets and just do like a 360 torpedo fire kick and just decapitate him and take his head off. So Lee would die. He said, what if the stranger was at the car when the group arrived? Ooh, that's actually interesting. I like that one. He would probably just scare them off. Or whenever, actually, let me rephrase that. If the group approached the car and saw someone there, they probably would have not approached the car. They would have just left if they saw someone there. Unless you like get the choice to be polite and friendly and go and talk to the stranger and his wife or whatever. But his wife and his daughter had already left the car, actually, because he lost their son. So he only gets weapons would be the glass shard and the knife. Yeah. That's a good idea. You said that's a good what if. That's an interesting one. But yeah, I think that, long story short, if they saw someone at that station wagon, they wouldn't have kept like walking forward. They would have stopped right there and most likely turned around and left. That's what I thought. Let me see. I don't even think I actually. I don't even think I ever sent my Discord a notification, actually, of the live stream. Cause they without that, they'll probably never know. And I'm over here fiddling around this finicky webcam. It's so trash. I just need to buy a stand at this point, honestly. I'd say I go like this, like that. I'm going to also send said, what if the entirety of Ben's group survives, all making it back to the motel? So that's Travis, Mr. Parker. Realistically, they're like, let's put this in anime terms. They're like fodder characters. They'd probably just die. Like, we know Travis is an idiot. He'd probably die to some random walker. Like, he'd most likely die. He said, you have a Discord? Yeah, I do have a Discord. It's in my it's in the link in the description of every video I post. All of my socials are in there. I can actually show real quick. You said, what if the season 1 cast never made a deal with the St. John's? Then the St. John's would probably come and surprise attack them. They'd probably like spy on the motor inn, know that they're in there, and come surprise attack them and just take everyone by force, because they need the meat. Pause. Like, they need the meat. So let me show you. Yeah. If you click on the description of this live, you should be able to see all my socials right here. Let me show right there. See, it's right here. All my socials right here. See my Discord, my main channel, my Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. But yeah, you said what if Duck was bitten, or what if Duck was bitten in episode 1? I thought you said it wasn't bitten in episode 1. Then maybe, most likely, Cat would still off herself. Cat would still probably off herself, which means she dies way earlier. Kenny would probably be losing his mind way earlier. You said what type of camera you use? It's a webcam called eMeet 69 or C960. eMeet C960. I'll pull it up for you real quick while I'm talking. Yeah. Kenny would definitely lose his mind way sooner, which would in turn make everyone else hate him that much more. Guys or girls too, like Larry would probably hate being around him that much more than they already did, since he's so gloomy and so emotional. Uh, yeah, and he'd just be making a lot of dumb and drastic decisions. He said, what if Kenny was in Carver's group? Let's say before season 2, he and Sarita met Carver. The thing is, we'd probably have to shift like his personality, because realistically Kenny would never work for someone like Carver or be under. Yeah, you said nice gear C920. Okay, I'll use the C920. Yeah. This is it right here. This is what I use. It's a eMeet C960. That's it right there. But yeah. You said Kenny was supposed to be the Carver season 2 and cut content, but got cut because we all don't want our dog Kenny becoming a villain. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere too, that he was actually supposed to be the antagonist or whatever. I seen that somewhere. I don't know where it was, but it would be interesting seeing Kenny as a villain. I could probably do that. I don't know. It'd take some time though to probably like thoroughly think out a script that would make sense. But yeah, I could probably think of doing somehow if Kenny became Carver in season 2. He'd probably have to, realistically, because Kenny's a leader type guy, he'd probably like have to scrounge up his own army or his own group, or I should say. I think about how interesting that could have been. Yeah, for sure. Like, he probably wouldn't obviously be like just downright evil. He just thinks that what he's doing is the right thing, type stuff. Season 2 had potentially be a good season. Yeah, it did. It's just some mistakes and weird stuff from Telltale. What they did, like how making all the characters from 400 Days completely irrelevant, and how a lot of the cabin group characters, their story was so shallow. It had no depth to it at all. Only like a select few of them actually like carried some weight. Kenny in season 2 gives me Larry vibes. It just acts so similar overall, with Kenny being very rash and ready to jump into conclusions. Yeah. Agreed, 100%. You said, what if Carver found Clem after being separated from Pete and Nick? You said after being separated from Pete and Nick. So you mean like, ooh, so like after the little kerfuffle or whatever, whenever the walkers attack the river, like Carver pulls up to one of the locations, he probably would bring her back to house, and probably would try and like manipulate her and get inside her head and convince her that the cabin group are bad people, but it would probably be up to the player's choice whether or not they believe him or not, or whether or not they really like want to willingly work for him or not. You said, what if Nick survived from season 2? So what was his death again? His death was obviously, oh yeah, running in and getting shot in the crowd of walkers whenever they're escaping from house. He probably, realistically, had Nick survived, would have sacrificed himself to save Luke in the ice lake or ice river or whatever, ice pond or whatever that Luke had his leg had fell into. He probably would sacrifice himself to save him. So what if Lily and Larry swap places with Kenny, Katja, and Doug? Basically, have Lily and Larry start at the farm. Oh, okay, start at the pharmacy. I mean, Larry and Lily would just come over to the drugstore, and I mean, I don't think it'd be that much different. I mean, well, at the farm, how would the scenario go with Sean? They would probably actually save Sean because, you know, Lily can probably defend herself from a walker. She's not a child like Doug. She'd probably defend herself had a walker grabbed her. And we don't even have to talk about Larry's definitely defending himself if a walker grabs him. Yeah, they probably wouldn't get kicked out of the farm then, to be honest, because if one of them were grabbed, they'd be able to defend themselves and also help Sean, so they wouldn't be kicked out. What if season 1 group found the strangers, or never found the strangers? Car with the supplies after escaping the dairy. Then, I mean, to be honest, I feel like it still would sort of go the same, because even if you don't find, or if you don't take from the station wagon, the stranger still has the walkie-talkie talking to Clementine because he convinced her that he had her parents. So regardless of them finding the car or not, he would eventually lure them to the Marsh house to where they'd meet him. So that's what I think, at least. Said thoughts on cut content. Yeah, we actually talked about this earlier. They left a lot of good cut content out. Like, I don't know that much, but from the small cut content that I did see, they should have left it in. It's a lot of good stuff. Like the Carly / Doug, the like nightmare sequence that Lee has, if you depending on who you didn't save, that's really interesting. Kenny's cut death is pretty interesting, although I don't think it fits his character. It's still interesting. What else? You said, what if the 400 Days group were in the season 1 group? Then they probably all would just be more useful, to be honest. Like, they'd all have different relationships and bonds with whoever. Like, I'd say maybe Shell would take a liking to Clementine since she's a younger girl, just like Becca. Who else? Maybe we can say Vince would be cool with Mark and such. It depends on what stage in season 1 we're talking about, because we're talking about like the motor in. Maybe, I don't know who Russell would really be cool with, to be honest. Russell or Bonnie. Bonnie would probably be cool with Katja, to be honest, most likely. You said, I think they would leave on their own eventually, considering that Larry would still need his meds. True. That is true. You said, here's a fucked up one. What if Lee kept quiet when he found Mark legless? What the? Whoa. Why would he do that? Why? What if the 400 Days group was freaky? Alright, Francis. Alright, bro. Like, season 2 has the most interesting cut content. You think so? I only know cut content. Well, actually, no. The Kenny death is season 2. I think that Season 1 also has good cut content though. Yeah, season 1 also has good cut content. Said Krista has going in front of it. Oh yeah, Krista. Yeah, that too. I've seen that. That Krista was going to be the villain in season 4, the final season. The Delta leader is supposed to be Krista, but they didn't think she fit the villain role or something like that. I've seen that. They're kind of right. I don't see Krista as uh the leader of a military like group like the Delta. I don't see her as that at all. It wouldn't have made sense if they did that or if they followed through with that. So I recommend a channel called In Cold Blood. It practically tells you everything about content from the game. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. I'm actually gonna copy and paste that for later. Oh yeah, speaking of channel recommendations, 2 cents. Did you watch the uh that Life is Strange AI creator that I told you about? The Life is Artificial with their AI voices. Did you watch that? Cause I want to hear your thoughts about it. Cause I could say that I put you on. You said it's my own headcanon that Vince and Glenn are related. I can't be the only one that thinks that's kind of racist, right? Right? Like I can't be the only one that thinks that's kind of racist. Is it because they look the same? Because I think they look the same too, and that's the only reason why I think they're related is because they look the same. They look similar. Nah, it's not racist though. I'm trolling you. He said, what if Lee and Kenny met the 400 Days characters in the drugstore? Yeah, like I said before, they'd probably just actually have something to do except for saying one line and never being seen again. They'd probably be more proactive. Like, they'd also, like I said, have various relationships with members of the group. Bonnie would probably be cool with Katja, like I said. Vince would probably be cool with what's his name, Mark and Lee and all the other guys, Kenny. Like I said, I don't know exactly who Russell would fit in with, but I know for sure Clem would probably be cool with Shell and Becca, because they have a young girl just like herself. So what if Carver was actually a good guy? I actually was like thinking of that. I was thinking about like a scenario where we turn a villain or an antagonist into a good guy. I was thinking about that. Like which one would make the most, what would be the most believable antagonist that we turn into a good guy? Whoa. How would Carver even change? I'm not going. That's the one I might be stumped. Well, maybe actually no. They probably would. If Carver was a good guy, then everyone would have no problem staying at house. They wouldn't even want to escape. So they'd all just stay there and live there as a community, to be honest. You said In Cold Blood goes into all cut content. Yeah, let me check their channel out real quick. Yeah, U.S. presidents. What? U.S. presidents ranked The Walking Dead game season 1. What? Oh, I've watched this channel before. I was watching their Wolf Among Us cut content with what's her name? This is one of Cinderella that was supposed to be in Wolf Among Us or whatever. Let me see. Yeah, I was watching their Wolf Among Us cut content videos already. I've seen this before. Said The Walking Dead game season 2 original story. Yeah. I've seen this. 400 Days cut content. Tavia's Bad Day. I've seen this too. I must have watched these a while ago because I don't remember. Considering how oblivious the group is to Carver's actions, I don't think he wasn't bad till Rebecca's pregnancy happened. I blame her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed. I agree. Agreed. I think like if like they weren't so oblivious or whatever, or if in general if Carver wasn't like a complete dickhead, the baby would have been born in a safe environment at house with more than enough materials and tools and necessities to keep him alive. And there would be a lot less deaths. Like he probably wouldn't throw Reggie off the roof and all that. Dom talking about start a podcast. Why is that? Why should I like I just want to know real quick. Why would I do that? Why would I start a podcast? Why do you think I should do that? What if Clem didn't have a walkie-talkie? Uh, then Lee wouldn't have found her, which means she's dead. Nah, she would see him walk into her house, but no, realistically, yeah, she would probably die because they had no way to communicate unless she willingly comes out of the treehouse. He didn't know she was in there. He did not know she was in there until she spoke into the walkie-talkie first. So, and Dom, you said I should start a podcast. Why don't you what's it called, bro? Join the core, bro. Do a real quick, RNH segment. RNH segment. Oh yeah, let me show real quick. This is someone earlier. They're probably gone, whoever it is. But this is my Discord, real quick, right here. Someone asked if I have a Discord server. This is my Discord server. It's called let me move the cam over. It's called The Temple. Or it was called The Temple formerly, but now it's called Plug Nation. It's the name I decided to give my supporter group. I don't like the word fan, so I'm not gonna say fan base. It sounds like too ego-ish. I don't like the word fan base. I don't like that word. Or the word fans in general. I don't like that word. So I thought you was at 2K. I what? Oh, I was about to say I am. We dropped down. I don't know, bro. Who unsubbed? Did you all unsub? Who unsubbed? Did y'all unsub, bro? Be honest. He said, what if the police officer survived the crash instead of Lee? Then he would probably die in the horde. Unless we want to give him plot armor, then he'd probably kill Lee, or the Walker Lee. Clem would probably come out there and still see him and run away, but we don't really know whether or not he would go after her. I don't think he'd go after her. So with that, I'd say he'd probably die. He'd probably die. Let's see. What if Clem took credit for the walkie? He said, to be honest, I just think Eye Patch Clem would have been badass. Like, dude, yeah. What are they doing, bro? Okay, so now y'all got Jacob in here, War Ninja and Jaden. Okay, so y'all are playing games. Y'all were the ones that unsubbed. Hey, we did it again. Said 2K. They unsubbed and resubbed. Y'all are weird. I'm not gonna lie. Too bad. Y'all weird, bro. Why did y'all unsub and resub? Like what? I knew it was y'all. I'm like, we did just drop back down 1998. I'm like, what? So what if Duck died at the farm? I think someone just literally just asked it like 10 minutes ago. If Duck died at the farm, Katja, she would probably still kill herself. That for one. if Duck died and Sean died, they'd probably still be kicked out because Sean died. Let's be honest. You know, Herschel didn't really care about Duck or whatever. He didn't really care about him. They'd still probably be kicked out, and Kenny would carry on along the story without his family. Would just be like, you know, super like broken. He'd probably just be broken. It's an interesting fact. Cold Blood was going to be Walking Dead season 2, episode 3 name. That's how he got his name. Oh, really? Okay. We wanted to be here for the moment type stuff. I feel that. I feel that. He said, "What if the stranger didn't go after season 1 group?" Um, what if the stranger didn't go after the season 1 group? Then Lee probably would survive for one, because the reason why uh Lee got bit was because he had lured Clem out to the Marsh house by convincing her that he had her parents. So if that doesn't happen, he wouldn't have any reason to trek across Savannah or whatever. So he probably wouldn't get bit and would survive that, and that would probably lead into a whole another scenario of what if Lee survived. So he said, what if Clem actually became a walker in the RV? Then she would probably get close to biting Lee, but it's really up to your interpretation if you think that she would actually bite him. I don't think she would be able to. I think he would like throw her off before she can bite him. I think she would throw her off, or he would throw her off, and then they would probably just have to take her out of the RV and put her down. Said, what if Katya never killed herself? Then realistically she would probably die later on, but Kenny probably wouldn't get with Sarita for one. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Kenny wouldn't get with Sarita, that's for sure. But honestly, that's all that comes to mind. But she would probably die later on, though, in some point in season 2, which just eventually leads into him having that crazy psycho mentality that he had in season 2. She would just survive a little bit longer. So he said, what if Ben didn't fall to his death? So if he made the jump across the little building, if he made the jump across, then I mean, I don't think there's any reason to not believe that Kenny would still pat Lee on the back and cause him to drop the walkie into the pit of walkers. So that could probably still happen. After that, yeah, Ben would probably stick with Omid and Krista, realistically. Probably stick with them until the separation, where those random goons attack them at the camp or at the campfire. And we probably wouldn't see him after that unless we really want him to be incorporated into the story. That's what I can think without giving him too much plot armor. Said, what if Omid and Krista joined the group earlier? Then it really depends on the time they join. Yeah, it really depends on the time they join, because like we could say they joined at the drugstore, and then, to be honest, that's probably a higher risk for someone to die. Like maybe we could say that Omid was traded off as food. Omid would get shot in the shoulder and he would be turned into food instead of Mark. It's really like a personal choice. What do you think would happen? What if Ben was never introduced? If Ben was never introduced, I'd say if Ben was never introduced, then that's probably going to. They wouldn't know about. Yeah, they for sure they wouldn't know about the brain thing, so that you would turn no matter what. They wouldn't know that because it was Ben that gave them that information. So they probably keep a bite victim in a little bit longer than they need to, and someone would get bit and die, and that would just be a domino effect right there. Probably get into more detail if I was doing like an official scenario, but that's just what I could think of at the top of my head. What if season 5 happened? It really, I mean, how I would interpret a season 5 happening or going about is continuing with AJ at the school. That's a whole another thing, you know. At the end of the final season, there's that whole thing with the caravan and those survivors that they found or whatever. We could probably pick up from there with AJ and whoever he goes with, like literally right where they leave the game off at. What if Javier family met with season 1 group? I don't know when they would meet, but you know, it's just a what if. What if Javier's group met with the season 1 group? Then they probably would. Obviously, the kids would be friends. The kids would be friends. You have Duck, Clem, Mariana, and Gabe would be friends. Also, the adults would get used to one another. Because the group is bigger, I'd say the St. John's would have like a tougher time of trying to like keep them away. If just in case one of them is taken as food, they'd probably have a harder time keeping them away as they do the process of like chopping off the legs and stuff and turning it into the meat or whatever. That it would just be stronger, but someone probably would be most likely to die during the motel raid. I'm not sure. He said Lytro made a series on what if Javier was in season 1. Yeah. He did do that. I watched it like long time ago. I think like I watched it like last year, like sometime during the summer of last year. My nose is itching all of a sudden. I really don't know why, but my shit is really itchy. I don't know, probably my allergies. Said, what if the bandits never attacked the motel? I'm gonna head out, but I enjoy being here, man. Congrats on hitting 2K. Appreciate you, 2 cents, bro. You know, again, thanks for always supporting. You're a real one, broski. Appreciate that. You have a good night, 2 cents. But what'd you say? What did I just read? What if the bandits never attacked the motel? Then Duck isn't going to get bitten, which means Katja, again, doesn't off herself, which means Kenny isn't going to lose his mind. And with Kenny's whole family not being wiped out, maybe Chuck wouldn't be as inclined to tell Lee to train Clementine because Duck isn't dead. He's alive. So maybe that. What if Lee met Clem's babysitter Sandra instead of Clem? Say Clem died instead of the babysitter. See, what ifs like that, it's really hard to write since we literally know nothing about the character in question. Like, we don't know anything about Sandra, so writing a whole what if would be hard to do. I'm out to see you later, bro. Javier 3388. Appreciate you stopping by, bro. Real talk. Appreciate you stopping by. You have a good night. Let me see. What if Negan met the group? See, right now, I am not at that point in the show. where I have met Negan, so I don't know enough about him yet. Cause in the show, I just started season 5. Well, technically, I haven't even started that yet, but I'm going to be starting season 5 in the show. And in the comics, I'm at the Governor arc, the start of the Governor arc. Uh, what if David was in season 1? Like David Garcia was in season 1. Is it fair enough you'd have to make your character from the ground up? Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but we'd literally have to like create a personality for her. If we was to do a what if, like what if Sandra survived? We'd literally have to create a personality because we don't know anything about her. It'd literally be up to personal interpretation. But what if David was in season 1? I'm trying to think how we'd make something like that happen. Maybe whenever David is driving off with their mom, him and Javi's mom. Maybe they would because they said they got routed out the city, so maybe they would stop somewhere. But they were in, where were they again? Was it in Austin? Let me see. Where was Javier Garcia in The Walking Dead game? Obviously it's in Richmond, but I'm trying to think where they started. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it started, but I doubt they would probably get routed out to Georgia. I don't think so. Let's see. What if Luke didn't die? David could be in episode 2 like Mark. True, where they just find him. That could be interesting, to be honest. I did one with her, and it was something like a nervous teen to murder Sierra, but it's revealed through context clues that she had to kill Clem. She ended up knocking Lee out when he arrived out of fear. That's not bad, to be honest. Seems like it sort of fits with the lore or whatever. It's not bad. Let's see. What if Luke didn't die? That one. Like I said, that one is in my notes for me to do eventually. If Luke didn't die, just trying to give a quick like synopsis what happened. Well, Luke being alive would keep someone like Bonnie in the group, so she wouldn't even have a thought to betray the group and run off with Mike and Arvo. Luke being alive also would probably do the same thing for Mike. I gotta hop off and sleep. 4 a.m. right now for me. Peace out. Artoid, good night, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope to see you next stream or next video. Appreciate you. Take care. So when's my next video? So right now I actually have the scripts done. But I just haven't had the time to sit down and record audio, and especially the hardest part is designing a thumbnail or thinking of a creative thumbnail. So to be honest, I was thinking about doing voiceovers right now, or not right now, or after I got off stream for Doug Part 6. I was going to do that, but I still don't have the thumbnail made, and I don't have a software. So I'm probably going to have to just use an alternative, and it's going to be lower quality because I don't know any other software. I'm good with Photoshop. That's the issue. So I don't know exactly when the next video is coming out, but it's gonna be sometime soon. Just keep on the lookout. I'll definitely post a community tab post updating everyone. Said, what if Kenny didn't die? Then if he didn't die in the car crash, then he probably would go along with Clem. If we're skipping all the details, go along with Clem to get AJ from McCarroll Ranch. Obviously, would be with them until season 4, the final season. And Kenny and Lily probably have a like a an epic showdown or whatever. Actually, I like super ironic because Kenny is the boat guy and they're fighting on a boat. That would actually be fire. That would be fire. Thoughts on making a Discord server? I am confused. Do you mean like what do I think, or 'cause I have a Discord server? Like, I mean, it's not all that hard to make. I like having a Discord server because it's a way I can keep all of my community together. So it's just a place for us to gather around and stuff. That's why I like using Discord. What is your favorite theory that Lytro has made? Sorry if that's a question I shouldn't ask. Just curious. Nah, no worries, bro. No worries. What is my favorite theory that he made? Probably, probably. What if Kenny survived? Yeah, probably. What if Kenny survived? I liked the what if Kenny survived. That was a good series. I'm for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I just went quiet there, or for a second, I had to just pull up my OBS. I just thought the stream crashed. I'm not even gonna lie. Said because it's like showing yellow on my OBS, so I think eventually too we're going to like get ready to like wrap up the stream soon. I was going to play a game, but one, it's 10 p.m. and I have class in the morning. Two, uh, what else? What was I gonna say? Is my stuff still? Is my stuff still live, bro? Hold on. Am I still live? I think eventually too we're going to like get ready to like wrap up the streams. Yo, did it is my stuff like shut down? No, it's still up. Yo, why do I think my stuff is like crashing or ending? Anyways, let me get back to what I was saying. I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. Pause. Because you said, oh, what is some content I want to branch out to, and what if Omi didn't die? Okay, I see y'all chats now. Okay, everything's okay. Okay, I thought that the stream was tweaked. I'm not even gonna lie. Do you have a Walking Dead Telltale theory? What do you mean, like a video? I mean, cause you're on my channel, I have a whole bunch of videos related to theories. What if Omi didn't die? Uh, well, probably Krista wouldn't be like holding a grudge towards Clementine. Uh, he would probably, realistically, would probably die during that. Obviously, if he didn't get shot in the bathroom, he would probably die like in the next scene, which is the campfire chase with the bandits. He would probably sacrifice himself to save Krista. Realistically, some content. What are some content that I want to branch out to? I definitely want to do more gaming related videos that aren't Walking Dead, like just story related stuff like Life is Strange. Like I said, I was going to play Life is Strange, the newest one. Once that comes out, I'm going to play that. And Wolf Among Us 2, that's another story game I'm going to play too. So just branch out to different games and do videos on that. Alright, man, it was nice showing. Congrats on 2K. Do you have any other games, TV shows you'd like to branch out to? Yeah, like I said, Wolf Among Us 2. I know that game is going to come out whenever it comes out. At this point, it could probably be in development hell, and we're never gonna get it. But that's a game that I'm looking forward to. I definitely want to play that either on the channel here on YouTube or on my Twitch. Which, by the way, follow the Twitch, follow the Twitch, follow the Twitch. I'll put it on screen real quick for y'all. It's right here. Follow the Twitch, follow the Twitch, follow the Twitch. Let me just show a clip so y'all know what y'all are missing out on. Look, this quality is so bad.
Okay, Francis, you're cooking. You're cooking. Don't lag out. Fuck!
Oh my fuck, Ellie.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Nah, we have funny segments like this, y'all. You have to follow the Twitch. You really do. You really do. So, I would definitely be around for your branching into non-Walking Dead content. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're open-minded. I'm really glad you're open-minded. What if Molly stayed with the group? Should probably just be an extra set of hands wherever we need him, to be honest. Like, she would probably stay with Clementine, making sure she doesn't go to, she doesn't follow along or whatever to Crawford, unless you, like, want to bring her. But at the same time, wait, because, yeah, if you told Clem to stay at Crawford, stay home and not come to Crawford, maybe you could have Molly stay there at the house with her, or unless you want to bring her. Probably would be an extra set of hands helping the cabin group. Maybe there could be some help with like Omid and Jane. Why did I just say Omid and Jane? What the hell am I talking about? I meant Omid and Krista. So maybe Omid wouldn't die in the bathroom because Molly's there for extra backup or something with Clem. I don't know. Maybe that would probably save him. Are you gonna do what if for other shows or cartoons? I was thinking about doing like video analysis, like those video character analysis / breakdowns on a bunch of shows. Like I'm thinking like Cobra Kai, I'm thinking Breaking Bad. Once I get into Breaking Bad, I wanna like see first. But definitely Cobra Kai was one of the shows I wanted to do like video analysis on, video essays or character breakdowns, all that. Cobra Kai for sure. What else? Yeah, just right now I can just think of Cobra Kai. I haven't really been watching any other TV shows apart from Walking Dead and Cobra Kai as of lately. And like I said, I haven't been watching anime, so I don't really think I would do any cartoon related ones right now, at least, unless I go back to watching. Let me show one more Twitch clip, bro. I gotta plug the Twitch, bro. It's in my name. Is that W jump scares or nah? Hold on. I just
This is
cut
not my
the
doing.
shit out my hand.
I beg you.
Nah, see, this is whenever I completed the Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope all in one stream. So if you want to be here for stuff like that, follow the Twitch. Where we really, these story games, we usually tackle them all in one go on the Twitch. So if you want to be here for that, then do it. You know, follow the Twitch. What if Lee, that jump scare got me? Yeah. See, it's fun. Nah, this is a good. That was a good game too. That was the Dark Pictures Anthology. It's by the same people that made Until Dawn. You said, what if Lee and Kenny met the cabin group in the drugstore? Wait, what? What if Lee and Kenny met the cabin group in the drugstore? Oh, well, then that's just essentially what if the cabin group was in season 1. I mean, we would probably everyone would obviously get to know each other and stuff. But maybe one key factor is probably that maybe Sarah would uh, have some sort of gun training, maybe through the eyes of someone like Lily, who would see her as vulnerable or something, or Chuck, if you want to say that. I would say Lily because I know that Lily taught everyone else how to shoot, or had everyone else on a regular shooting schedule. What else? She would obviously be friends with Clem and Doug, so that I literally have that going on with the what if Doug survived. I have that going on there too. So let me see. Yeah. That's literally on there. I suggest that if anyone hasn't seen the What If Doug Survived, you should definitely go look at that. So I think it's my best work in terms of writing. Yeah, it's my best work in terms of writing, apart from the Jane one, which only has one part. What if Lee came across Javi, Kate, Gabe, Mariana instead of Clem? So that's like, what if, that's again like, what if Javi was in season 1? So yeah, everyone would just get to know each other and eventually form a bond. Once it gets to the point where they're approached by the St. John's, I think the St. John's would struggle more with taking all of them at once. So they probably maybe would come in and attack the school, or not the school, the fucking the motel. They'd probably all come and attack the motel all at once with bandits, maybe. I don't know. Said, what if AJ was never born? Then that pretty much eliminates half of the plot from season 3. Is half the plot is gone. Pretty much the entire plot of season 4 is out the window because it's literally centered around AJ. Let me see. I'll have to rewatch the Duck Theory. Been a while. Yeah. Go do that. Because part 6, like I said, I don't have an exact date for when part 6 is coming out, but just know it's being worked on. It's being worked on 100%. Like I said, it's fully scripted. I just really need to find the time to sit down, record audio, make the thumbnail, and that's it. But it's fully scripted, so just be on the lookout for that. So what if Luke and the cabin group were back in season 1? What if Luke and the cabin group were in season 1? Yeah, that's like I said earlier. Everyone would probably form their own relationships with one another. Like maybe you could say Luke and Nick would be cool with Mark. Who else? Maybe Sarita, but that she's not in the cabin group necessarily. I don't know how I said her. I meant Rebecca, and she could maybe be cool with Katja because they're both technically mothers. Obviously, Rebecca's not a mother yet, but she's expecting, so maybe that would have them be close. Alvin is just overall a good guy, so he'd probably be cool with everyone. Same thing with Luke. But I said he's with. Same thing with I said him with Mark already. Sarah, obviously, like I said, she'd be friends with the kids. But said you just joined the Discord. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. The Discord, I'm also trying to do a lot of like community related things, like where I do polls or community related video suggestions or show suggestions on Twitch, because like I said, we can't watch TV shows, just raw TV shows on YouTube, because they're gonna flag and strike this video or strike the entire channel. So said, what if the cabin house swap with the motel? Basically, what if season 1 group met with season 2? Okay. What if season 1 group met with season 2 group? What if season 1 group met with season 2? That's sort of interesting. I mean, I need to think about that one, to be honest. What if the cabin group was of season 2, eh? Or what if the motel group was in season 2? Well, then season 2 would probably all around just be better, because the motel group is way more interesting than the season 1 characters. The season 1 characters, aka the cabin group, would probably a lot of them would be easy to get picked off by the St. John's meat. Guys like Nick, I think, would probably get picked off pretty easy. No offense to Nick. He said, who is the best support character from each of the seasons? Yeah, Trip Doug. Season 1, I'd say Carly, only because she has a gun. I like she's good with a gun. I like Doug, but I would rather take someone who's a better shot than someone who's like more mechanical and like tech savvy. But that's why I like Doug, though, because he's tech savvy. It's a smart tactic, or it's a smart skill to have. But I just prefer someone that's good with a gun. So season 2, for season 2, I'd say who's really a support character? Is Luke a support character? Because I would say Luke, to be honest, in season 2. Cause yeah, I'd say Luke. If that's not a support character, then I would say, yeah, I'm saying Luke for season 2. At season 3, I'm saying Trip for sure. And then final season, good support character. Who's a good support character? I don't like. You can't say Lewis and Violet or whatever, because those aren't support characters. Those are like main characters. So support is kind of something like secondary. So like, I guess a sim or something like that. I don't know. What if Lily didn't shoot Carly or Doug? Or what if Carly and Doug both survived in episode 1? Then they would probably get together, since Carly obviously had a thing for Doug, and I doubt he would turn her down. Say yes, he is. Okay, yeah. Carly and Doug would definitely get together. Whenever the motel, whenever it's attacked and they're suspecting who steals or who stole the supplies or whatever, the medicine, and slipping them the supplies, I think that Doug would still get his canon death, where he pulls whoever out the way, but he'd probably pull Carly out the way and get shot. And then the rest would probably play out the same, except Carly would probably die eventually some point later on. But yeah, that's what I think. I'm surprised my OBS is working so well. Didn't expect it to work this well. I think, how long have we been live? We've been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Hey, this was a good stream though. If there's no more questions within here the next couple minutes, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Cause I have Undertale. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I have Undertale. I am going to be playing this very soon, either on What If Lee Was White. Okay. What if Lee was white? Then Kenny wouldn't have called him Urban in the barn whenever they're trying to find out what's behind the door at the St. John's Dairy. Kenny wouldn't call him Urban, and yeah, that's it. Kenny wouldn't call him Urban. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else apart from that. Yeah, that's it. We wouldn't get that iconic line. What if Ben didn't mess up at anything? What if Ben didn't mess up anything? Then he wouldn't have slipped the supplies to the bandits, which means Duck would survive by not getting bit, which means Katja would survive by not shooting herself, which means Kenny would be a lot happier. So if Ben wasn't a screw up, we'd have about half of our group still alive. We'd have about half of our group still alive if Ben wasn't a screw up. Okay. I'm also thinking about like playing some more emulator games on Twitch. I'm not sure exactly which ones yet, but I have what's it called? An emulator, a PlayStation 2 emulator that I actually want to play a couple wrestling games a couple wrestling games on. I'm actually wilding right now, bro. I think I'm getting sleepy. You couldn't call Larry a racist. Oh yeah, that too. Good catch. What if Stranger was in season 2, like he passed out, but he still lived and he would be stalking killing the other? Okay, but the only way he would be really stalking them is if he had the walkie-talkie, and he didn't. I don't think so. After Lee was done with him, he didn't have the walkie-talkie anymore, and neither did Clem, I'm pretty sure. So, but real quick, are there any wrestling fans in here at all? Where are my wrestling? I hate the word fans, like I said, for me to describe my viewers and my supporters. Like, are there any wrestling fans that are watching me? Oh, you said you? Okay, Z. Okay, Z. So, what if I was to play like a wrestling game, like an old wrestling game on Twitch? Because that's what I was thinking about doing. I want to play an old wrestling game on Twitch, but I have an emulator. That's how I was going to play it. Do you watch wrestling like until today, like, or have you stopped? Because I used to watch wrestling a lot, like WWE, like a lot. I'll still watch it occasionally, but I don't watch it every week anymore. I don't watch it every week. So I think Carver should have lived longer. I haven't watched much wrestling. Yeah, Carver definitely should have lived longer. I think he would have been a good good like antagonist to have later on. He probably could have done more as a villain for sure. Cause like in the terms of Walking Dead game protagonist, Carver's my favorite, 100%. It goes Carver, and then um, what's the name? Abel. I like Abel as an antagonist too because he's so indestructible. It doesn't matter what you do to him, he just won't die. I think that's pretty tough. But yeah, I think Carver and Abel off the top of my head right now. Joan, Stranger's pretty boring too. There's not enough to him. Just the same issue with Joan. Season 4, Lily as an antagonist is very hit and miss with me. It's I don't know about her. I still watch wrestling. The only time I stopped watching wrestling was in 2020. Okay, yeah. Cause I was thinking about playing like an old WWE game on my Twitch, just completing like an old SmackDown versus Raw game or something like that on Twitch. Yeah, like I said, a season mode. I was gonna do that. So what if Lee and Clem met the season 2 group? Basically, main season 1 group would be in season 2. I thought you asked that. I thought I answered that already. Didn't I? Maybe you should do a WWE What If. I think I think I've actually seen WWE What Ifs before. I've seen someone like do What If Eddie Guerrero didn't die. That's actually I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of it's kind of weird, you know. It's kind of weird. What if Eddie Guerrero didn't die? Said have Carver show up later in season 2 instead of Arvo with the 400 Days cast. Have one of his days character. Okay. Have Carver show up later in season 2 instead of Arvo. Okay, but then who would replace Carver in the earlier episodes of season 2? Because we need some sort of, unless you say we have meet Arvo instead of Arvo and Carver. God damn, those names are so similar. We swap their, we swap their roles. Unless we swap their roles in the story or the time we meet them. That could be cool. But the problem with WWE, what if hard to predict? Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I've seen the what if Eddie Guerrero survived? Like it was I don't know. Like it's here. I'm looking at it right now. It says, "What if Eddie Guerrero never passed away in 2005?" I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. It's kind of strange. I don't think I would do. If I was to do a WWE, what if it wouldn't be something like this? It wouldn't be to change an IRL person that change an IRL person's death. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably do something along the lines of, or what if the streak never ended? Undertaker's streak never ended. Something like that. I don't think I would do like, what if Chris Benoit was still alive? That's kind of crazy. Only real wrestling fans know about Chris Benoit. I don't expect anyone in here to understand that analogy or that inside joke. Only real wrestling fans know. Said, I mean, if he survives, Luke was able to convince the group to just tie Carver up. I mean, true. It's just who would really listen to him. It's up to like, would they really listen to him at that point? Because at that point where he had his AK pointed at everyone, he was pissed. So, and everyone else was pissed too. So, I doubt anyone was in the mood to spare him except for maybe Sarita. Like everyone, no one else cared that Kenny beat his face in. I'm not gonna lie, except for Sarita and Jane. Jane too, I forgot. Wait, I don't remember Chris Benoit. Yeah, yeah. Go do your research. I'm not gonna talk too much about Chris on this channel because it's very controversial. Go do your research. Just go type Chris Benoit on Google and and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna spill everything on here. It's too controversial. That probably deserves a whole different stream or whatever. That deserves a whole different stream. So now what that guy did is some crazy shit. Some crazy shit. He said, what if Carver was the season 1 villain instead of the stranger? Basically, the stranger would be the season 2 villain. Okay, so what if Carver was what if Carver was the season 1 antag? He'd probably be able to manipulate Clem even easier since she was younger at that point in time. I'm trying to think from the villain's POV. What else did the stranger do to Clem? He lured her over to the Marsh house by thinking her parents were still alive. That. I think also he also was effing around with Lee on the walkie. I don't think Carver would do like mind games or troll him like that. He'd probably be more serious about it. I think so. Nah, I was joking about who Chris is. Just WWE just want to talk about it. Yeah, yeah. They have went to every single length to never bring up his name again. Which is understandable. Understandable after the shit that he did. Understandable. Understandable. I wouldn't bring up his name either in my company if I was WWE. He said Kenny versus Jane was just out of nowhere in episode 5. Jane's action just doesn't make sense to me at all. Agreed. That's where she gets most of her flack from. People don't like what she did with the baby and AJ and stuff. People don't like what she did. I don't like it either. It was a stupid idea. It was a stupid idea to say the least. Like that, putting the baby in harm's way like that just to prove a point was dumb. And she pays for it with her life every single time that I play, at least. Except for the one time that I actually chose to kill Kenny because I was doing What If Jane survived, and I actually replayed the game. So I actually sided with Jane throughout season 2 up until the whole baby hide and stuff. Loves her character ruined by bad writing. True. That is very true. That is very true. She was interesting. Just that whole ending with her hiding the baby, it really killed whatever sense of I don't know, any sense of me liking the character. It was kind of ruined at the end. Whenever she tried to hide. I'm like, what is she doing? That's pretty much what I thought was, what is she doing? But yeah. Let me I'm trying to see this playlist. Yeah, there's a playlist right here. There you go. I'm just gonna play this. Okay. I'm actually really hungry, but I don't know if I should like grab a snack or something. I'm actually hungry. If I grab something, it's probably going to be like a bag of chips or something. I don't know. Carver could be in episode 3 and convince the group to join him. That is true. Like, I feel like he's a good manipulator. He's a good like manipulator, so he would definitely be able to do that. I agree. He'd probably be a better manipulator than the stranger. 100%. And I think that this week also, I want to stream again this week. Am I guaranteeing that? No. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to stream this week, but what do I want to and will I try? Yes. Cuz I want to play either Undertale or the Batman games. Or Life is Strange. I wanted to replay one of the Life is Strange games before I get my hands on the new game coming out on the 15th. Yeah. Because I know that the 15th, like I said, I'm marathoning everything. We're completing. It's going to be the first 2 chapters. You get the first 2 chapters whenever you get the Ultimate Edition, and that's what I have. So I get the first 2 chapters. I'm going to play both of those on stream from start to finish. And yeah, I'm going to play those. But beforehand, I kind of just feel like playing either, I don't know, Season 2 or True Colors. Or I could just play the first game. I don't want to play I don't want to play Before the Storm. I don't want to play that. What if Lee decided to raise Clem with the stranger? What? Just a really out there theory. What if they could get along? That's like an April Fool's scenario. What if Lee and the stranger got along? That's literally an April Fool's scenario. Like, come on. So let's do some Life is Strange Season 2. Okay. You're feeling Season 2? That's my favorite one in the entire franchise, so I would be glad to play Season 2 again. I think I've only played it one time, so at least, well, I played only one time on my computer. I've played it before on console. All of these I played on console before. I played the entire Life is Strange franchise on Xbox One before I got a computer, but once I get it back, cause I have to download it. I don't have it downloaded right now. That's a good what if the stranger age Clem. That's like an April Fool's what if though. It's like what if the stranger was Clem's dad? That's an April Fool's what if. What if Clem never stopped the truck in Season 3? Then Javi would probably just be taken to the new Frontier. He'd probably be taken to New Richmond, just like Max said he was. He'd probably be reunited with David. And Javi would tell David that obviously Kate and Gabe and Mariana are still at at the junkyard, so the two of them would probably go and get Kate, Gabe, and Mariana at the junkyard, and probably would go up from there. I can picture the video now. Lee dies and the stranger carries his head around. That's how they... Oh my gosh. Nah, that's a good one. That's good for April Fools. That's a good for April Fools scenario. That's good. What if Telltale random, basically the cast random, the location random, the villains are random? What? What if Telltale was random? I guess. What? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I think I'm missing the point of like of the joke or whatever. I don't know. I'm literally missing it. It's wait, what time is it real quick? What time is it? I'm slurring my words together. Dude, that's how you know I'm getting like tired. What time is it for where y'all are at? The only reason why I'm tired too is because I woke up at 7 a.m. today because I had class at 8. Wait, what time is it for where y'all are at? 10:55, same. It's 10:55 over here too. I think it's yeah. But I'll probably continue doing these YouTube streams on here for a while. I won't lie, but the goal is to eventually shift everyone to Twitch. That's the goal. So that would be chaotic as hell. Imagine it now, season 1 group. What? What if Lee never met Omid and Krista? Then probably they wouldn't have to worry about sneaking into Crawford for medicine because they don't need medicine for anyone since Omid isn't there, or Krista obviously. What else? Maybe the tanker would probably be harder for them to cut it down since Lee wouldn't be able to dangle Omid over there since he isn't there. He'd probably have to dangle someone else, but they'd be heavier, so they'd probably struggle a little bit. But I think they'd be able to get that done. Obviously in season 2, Clem's caretakers would be someone different because they're not around. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now at the top of my head. That's all I can think of. So basically, it's 9:55 in Colorado. Okay. You're in Colorado. That's fire. So basically, get a wheel that has a list of names and then make them carry your story. What? What are you talking about? Basically, get a wheel that has a list of names and then make your story based on the cast you get at random. Oh, I understand now. So like a spin the wheel type thing with the names on it. Okay. I was confused. I'm like, what? That confused me for a second. What is this? I don't know what is on my, what's it called? Same with location and villains. Yeah, so random villains, random location, and stuff like that. We're about to be live for 3 hours. We're about to hit the 3-hour mark. I mean, at this point, we're not gonna stop until we hit the 3 hours. We're about to go push the 3-hour mark. This is the first stream back. It's a 3-hour, John. Like, wow. I've been sitting here just yapping my ass off. Like, bro. And I really want to reach for that bag of chips. Really do. Should I reach for the bag of chips? Type 1 in chat if I should reach for the bag of chips. Cause it's not exactly arm's length. It's a little bit away from me, so I don't know if I should or not. You said 1? Okay. I need to listen. Whenever I go and grab those chips, I need honest opinions on my chip flavor, tasting palette thing. Okay, genuine opinions. Whenever I bring this bag of chips, I need genuine opinions. Is my flavor palette cooked or no? This is what we're working with. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? This is making my face like red. We got the lime. So what kind of chips you got? This is what we got right here. We got the lime potato chips. The lime Lays. Why are you putting the dead emoji, bro? With the epic chick flavor. Yeah, bro. Why are you putting the skull emoji? What's that about? This is valid flavors right here, bro. Valid. Limon. Lime. Look at the back. It says tangy. You see it? Tangy, citrusy, and crispy. Like, what more could you ask for in a chip? Larry wouldn't approve, but he's dead, so who cares, right? Fuck Larry. Nah, I'm trolling. I just need something to do while we're waiting for the 3-hour market. I think we're going to end once we're at the 3-hour mark. We're gonna end. So in like a little bit under a minute. So while we're like pretty much getting ready to wrap this up, just real quick, tell me what y'all want more to see. Like what do y'all want more of? That's how I should have phrased it. What do y'all want more of? In terms of games, video types. Just all that. What do y'all want to see more of? Because I want to bring more gaming content. I feel like I don't play video games enough. But at the same time, my video game diversity or video game selection is super high. I feel like I play a wide range of games. I just don't play them a lot. Like, I'll play NBA 2K, from Fortnite, from Pokemon to Telltale Walking Dead to, I don't know, to like Fears to Fathom. Like, I'll literally play anything. Gaming content would be awesome, just general stuff, but I love more choice-based stuff and things like Dark Pictures. Fun fact, that Twitch clip that I showed, the jump scare, we played the Dark Pictures game, and before that, we actually played the first one on Twitch too. We played Man of Medan, because I know the Dark Pictures anthology has, what? Man of Medan, House of Ashes, Little Hope. There were like 4 or 5 games. I played the first 2. I've played Man of Medan, and I've played Little Hope. So it was said on my stream that I told everyone on stream over on my Twitch that I was going to play the next game on my Twitch all the way through, which was House of Ashes. I just haven't bought it yet. So yeah, I will be buying House of Ashes, because I like those games. That type story based horror game type where jump scares. I like those type games. House of Ashes was awesome. Highly recommended. Okay, cool. Yeah, cause I played Little Hope. It was really fun. It was fun. I played Little Hope. Had a good time. Played Man of Medan. Had a good time. So I'm definitely looking forward to House of Ashes, and then I think after House of Ashes is Devil in Me. Is that after? Yeah, House of Ashes, then Devil in Me. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got for right now for the gaming. Obviously, Life is Strange, Double Exposure is literally coming out within like next like week and a half, or for the people that pre-ordered, not week and a half, next like 2 weeks or so. You enjoyed the live stream? I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. Do more, please. Will do. Appreciate you for sticking around this long, bro. You're a real one. Seriously. Appreciate that. Everyone that be sticking around this long, I always remember names. That's how I know. I know who is real over on Twitch. Now I know who's real over on YouTube. You're one of them, bro. I'll remember. But yeah, I think we're pretty much. I'd say we are going to call it right here. It's a good place to call it for the stream. Good 3 hours and 3 minutes. First stream back. Woke up at 7 a.m. today. Drove 30 minutes to my college campus. Came back. Finished editing a little bit for the boys. Finished editing a little bit for the guys. And then instantly hopped on stream. I mean, who's doing it like me, bro? Who's doing it like me? Like, hey, this was fun. I had a good time. Definitely will be trying to stream more on YouTube. Now that I think I got everything set up, and we didn't really have many problems, actually. I thought we'd have issues. We actually didn't have any problems. So yeah, we're definitely going to be streaming on here more, 100%. With just different variety games and stuff like that. I might not save all of the VODs, but yeah. Alright, Night Dude, good luck with your school stuff. I'll be there on your next live depending on the time it drops. Appreciate that. Good night. You take care of yourself. Alright, y'all. I'm going to call it here. Appreciate everyone that stopped by during the stream. Every single one of y'all, especially the ones that are still here till right now. Love y'all. Y'all are actually y'all are so supportive. I really fuck with y'all. Y'all are real supporters. Good night to you too, bro. Thanks for watching.